Hi, everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So, this viral video of a Brazilian waxing situation. There's this guy who booked an appointment under a woman's name, and when he got there, the guy at the reception found out that he was a man and not a woman. All right. So he offered to do it for him, and he's insisting on having a woman do it. So he was asked to leave. Take a look.
Welcome to Healthy Radiance. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Good, good. I'm hoping to get my wax today. I booked my appointment.
Your wax?
My
Okay.
appointment, yeah.
Do you know who? What's the name under your appointment?
The name is under Jeanette.
Jeanette. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure she's got a consent form and stuff. And yeah. So she is seeing Riley today.
It would be me. It's booked under Jeanette, but my name's Chase. I'll be here for the appointment.
Okay.
For
So
the Brazilian wax?
yeah. So Jeanette's not here.
No, Jeanette is kind of irrelevant. My name's Chase. My appointment, my wax. Brazilian wax.
Okay. I can. I'll be waxing you. So, that cool?
No. Actually, I prefer her to wax me.
No, no. She's booked. I can wax you.
Can we schedule it for another day? I really want her to wax me.
No, I was like, no, I can wax you.
Brazilian wax. Yeah, her. I want her to wax me. That'd be awesome.
Okay, so they're not trained to like do any man-sealing waxes and stuff, so I can do it. So
And it's my birthday.
okay,
It's like a treat for myself. Her waxing me. Awesome idea.
no, they're not trained. I can definitely wax you. So by policy, men, get waxed by men, and then women get waxed by women here. Okay, you can go down the street to European wax, but we don't do that here.
European wax, but I want a Brazilian wax. I want the South American Brazilian wax, not the European.
So yeah, you're gonna go down the street. Okay, you're gonna go down the street to European wax. Yeah.
I mean, I was really looking forward to the whole Brazilian wax.
No, I'm gonna be waxing you, okay? But none of the women here will be waxing, okay? Like, sorry. Unless Jeanette comes, but you're not Jeanette, you're Chase, so.
Yeah. I was just really looking forward to that Brazilian wax, man.
Okay, well, it's not today.
They don't do Brazilian wax.
They do it over there down the street. Just go down the street. It's off of Chanel.
Man, but they've already kind of denied me.
Okay, well, you ain't gonna get the service here. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can leave.
Okay.
This guy does a lot of like reenactment skits of some of their experiences on the job. All right. So people were asking if this is also a skit, but in the caption, he didn't state it. Most of the times he will state that this is a skit, but this one, he didn't. All right. And there were a lot of people in the comment section leaving comments like this, and that the people who were saying, oh, this is a skit. A lot of people who had facility or business also came out and spoke about the fact that actually this happens a lot. I'm going to insert some of the comments in here so you can pause and read it. All right. And you are even lucky that there's another man there who is offering to give you the service that you are looking for. You're saying no, but you are insisting on having a woman give you the service. Why would you book under a woman's name then? You will show up and they will know that you're a man. Huh? Or he thought probably they would say no. Maybe he's tried it in so many different places. Like he said, he's been to the European wax place and they turned him away. But you saying that you gave yourself a service for your birthday, what were you thinking you were going to get? Okay, let's get into some of the reactions for this particular video, and I'm going to get into some of the stories of the ladies who own waxing studios of why they do not deal with men at all. Like they don't take male clients. Let's get into it, and I'm going to come back and talk some more.
Welcome to Healthy Radiance. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Welcome. How can I help you?
What is it with wanting to show off your pee-pee so much? Like, it really makes no sense. And I love how this guy just outright protects his female coworkers. Because, God forbid, guys like this actually get back there with the women who are supposed to be doing the waxes. And, you know, that whole thing just go completely left, because he definitely gives I don't take no for an answer. Any guy that really puts pressure on wanting a female to wax him just gives I don't take no for an answer. Guys like this are just disgusting and shows why we women cannot trust men.
Please go back and watch that video. When I say I deal with this every day, I deal with this every day. I deal with men who come to my job and specifically say, I just want to be near you. I deal with men who come to my job and will literally try to sit with me for hours and then ask me what time I get off. Or they'll ask me, what am I doing for lunch? Like, it's crazy. I drive commercial vehicles. These jokers will literally do stuff that could potentially harm them for the sake of getting close to or getting to know me. And I just look at them, and it's so disturbing to me, the length that they go to try to be in my personal space. And it's crazy because it's not just me, it's other female employees. And I do not think that employers are doing enough to protect their female employees. When I said that men utilize the service industry to have access to women that they otherwise would not have access to, I was not joking. I was not joking. Every day, I had a man come and say, so do you need a CDL to drive a commercial vehicle? And I didn't say nothing. I didn't respond at all. You remember Stewie when he kept saying, Mom, 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 Mama. When he did that, that's what I deal with. And my male counterparts don't understand how frustrating it is. It is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. Please be that guy. Please be that supervisor, that boss that understands and recognizes what he's looking at.
Welcome to Healthy Radiance. How are you? Hello. How are you? Welcome. How can I help you?
At first, I thought that video was like satire or something, but it's a man who scheduled a Brazilian wax, and he scheduled it under a woman's name, and he wanted to have a Brazilian wax. So when he got there, basically, then he was like, yeah, it's actually me. I just want to get a wax. And the guy goes, well, she's not going to wax you. I'm going to wax you. And I don't know why that video has 1.2 million likes, because there's absolutely nothing funny about it. It's borderline, like, inappropriate. It is not inappropriate for a person who wants to have a personal service done to them to have a preference to who provides that service. Now, it is more acceptable, societally acceptable, for a heterosexual woman to have a personal service provided to her by a man, by another woman, and she's going to be more comfortable with a woman more times than not doing that service, and more times than not with a man who wants a personal service. He's going to be more comfortable with a heterosexual woman doing his service rather than a homosexual male when he is a heterosexual male. You cannot say that he had an intention to violate her in any way. But he did have a right to, he should have been upfront and said that he was a man from the beginning, but that's also something that men encounter when they're trying to get personal services like a Brazilian wax. Most people don't want to do it for them. And to go through something like that, he's probably scarred.
Okay, so here is story time while I'm waiting for my chiropractor appointment. I thought I should tell you because I get this question a lot, why I don't wax men anymore. I do not wax men because I had a bad experience at the wax center I used to work at. I had this guy, I was waxing him, he was getting a Brazilian wax. I just started his wax. I just cleansed him, and I was waxing his bikini line. As I'm waxing the bikini line, he's like, Ty, I'm about to shoot. So me just being me, I'm like, shoot. And yes, so as I turn around, he ejaculates on the wall, and I was over it. And that is the reason why I do not wax men. I do not service men anymore. I am not comfortable with it anymore. And yeah.
Why I took Brazilians for men off my service menu. I often get questions from men about if I do male Brazilians. The answer is I no longer offer them. When I first started my business, I wanted that to be a part of my service menu because I think anybody should be able to get a Brazilian if they want it. Unfortunately, as soon as I put it on my service menu, I started being harassed. I would be getting inappropriate DMs, phone calls, and text messages from people who did not take my profession seriously. They assumed that because I was working on male genitalia, that somehow that was sexual, that somehow it was no longer a professional hair removal service. One time it went so far that I was afraid and actually had to file an incident report with the police. After that experience, I took it off my menu, and the harassment completely stopped. This is a case of a couple bad apples spoiled the whole bunch. I absolutely think that anybody who wants to have a Brazilian should be able to have a Brazilian, but unfortunately, it put my personal safety in jeopardy. And that's sad. That makes me sad. All of my other waxing services are available for men, just not the Brazilian. And I have lots of really wonderful male clients who I love to see every time they come in. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Happy waxing.
Hey guys, it's story time. Okay, so boom, this is my first time doing this. Don't judge me. Let's go. I've been waxing for about 5 years. I probably had every type of client that you can imagine. Like, I don't discriminate. I love everybody. I take anybody, okay? So this man DMs me on Instagram. He's like, hey, how do I book an appointment? Yada, 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 right? Typically, when it's men, I screen my clients. Like, I kind of look at their page, see if they got a girlfriend, just to make sure nobody not going to be on no weird stuff, okay? So this man, he's a Caucasian gentleman. He's like 6'4". He's an older guy. When I say older guy, he had to be like maybe in his 60s. Loves dogs. He's like a dog advocate, something like that. Boom. So he books a butt wax, like, to get his glutes waxed. Okay, I'm like, maybe he on a DL or something. Not my business, don't care, whatever. He becomes a faithful customer of mine. Comes to me for months. Like, he's rebooking his appointments, but he doesn't like to, I notice he doesn't like to book through the site. He'll text me or DM me and be like, hey, can I come in? I'm like, yeah, we do walk-ins now. Come on. So boom, this is one appointment. I hadn't seen him in a couple of months, and he was like, sorry, y'all, a client came in. I had to wax it real quick. Okay, so we get to the appointment. He's laying down on the table. I wax him. We're done. He proceeds to say, can you do me a manzillion? I'm like, yeah, I can, do you real quick before my next client. So for my fellow estheticians, y'all know I did the 2 side strips. I did the top, and I proceed to put the wax on his balls. As I put the wax on his balls, I do another top strip, trying to do a little cleanup. As I take the wax off his balls, he completely jizzed everywhere. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I almost passed the hell out. He says, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. And I'm like astonished, like, why would you come to my establishment if this is some type of fetish or something that you have going on? There are happy ending places for that. Don't come to my shit doing it. He gets up, my makeup girl is here, like everybody that works in the shop is there. They see me come out, I'm so upset. I call my husband, I'm telling him, he mad because he like, why you even waxing me? Like, it was a whole situation. So he comes in, like comes out the room. I'm at the front desk. He's stuttering like, is this done? Like, I'm like, you done. Throws me the money. He gave me like $200. Boom. I go back in the room. He's cleaned up everything. Yeah, like now I only wax men if they are gay, if they already come with their wives. I can't wax men no more. But yeah, no, y'all gotta do better.
based on men's behavior, this is a safety issue. And not all men. I'm going to be very clear. This is not all men, but there's a lot of men who have kind of pushed things way beyond what estheticians should be dealing with in their treatment room. And for an esthetician to not feel safe in their treatment room because a man is going to be inappropriate, they're taking those services off of their service menu to feel safe. I don't blame them. If you've watched my previous TikTok that I've talked about where I had a client that would be naked hiding behind the door just to jump on me and hug and kiss and all of that, to be in a situation where it's unpredictable of how a male client is going to act, instead of putting through and going through that stress, they just take the service completely off. There are some great male waxing clients. There absolutely is. But there is a lot of men that ruin the experience or the opportunity for these estheticians to get these specific services because of their behavior. And then you add in the hygiene problem. And then you add in the predatory things that they're trying to do to make it into a sexual situation. And waxing is not. So not all male clients are problematic. There's some amazing male clients. I had some really amazing male clients. But I also had to change the advertising that I did. And I literally just went to referral only. And it was more for my safety. So there's a lot of estheticians that are out and they used to do Brazilian waxing. They've taken it off their menu. They used to offer male waxing services. They've taken it off their menu. And it's because behavior and feeling safe in their place of work. So, you know, a lot of men are under this comment in this space. Oh, it's, you know, the people you attract and it's your clients and it's all of this. So we must just have one male client that goes around the entire country having awful behavior, peeing in garbage cans and coming in with poop butt and, you know, letting bodily fluids out during their services. It's just one guy. And this is one of the reasons why estheticians don't even argue anymore. They take the service off because there's just no accountability. We should not feel like we could have the possibility of being attacked from a man having inappropriate behavior, trying to proposition us to go and do something sexual when this is not absolutely that. So, you know, men, y'all can be mad. You can be mad at what I say. You could be mad at whatever. You could try to say, oh, you know, those statistics are wrong. And, oh, I can't believe that you're talking about men. There is more than one industry under my post from this video talking in different industries in the US, not just hair removal services, that are having issues with male behavior. So there's no reason for me to make it up. There's no reason for me to go here. There's thousands of comments. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So as I was saying, these are some of the reasons why. And I'm so glad that this guy stood up to the guy and he's like, the women here don't do that. Because if you go into a place and they tell you, oh, the women at this particular place work on other women and the men work on men. That's why we have different genders here. And you're like, no, I still want a woman to do it for me. That level of audacity is dumbfounding. They told you the truth. And they were even good or kind enough to offer you the service. And you're still insisting that you want a woman to do it. What is the mindset behind it? So all the stories that these ladies are sharing are true. You came there for a happy ending. All right? Maybe accidental happy ending, but this is why they do what they do. And this is why a lot of women will refuse services because really, if you're a man and this is how you approach situations like this, please go and sit in front of somebody. That's all I'm saying. There's something wrong with you. It's their studios. They have a right to say no to you or not work on you or turn you away if you go there acting like a creep. They are going to tell you to leave. So don't be offended and stop booking under women's names and then turning up as men. So, because if you were serious about getting a wax on that day for your birthday, you would have taken the offer that guy gave you. But that was not the intention. You you had other plans, all right? And he knew about that. Probably there's been a few of them who've come there and behaved in that way. That's why they decided to put those rules in place. MS. But hey, yeah, I guess it is what it is. I'm so glad that he stood up for the women over there and advocated for them, because that's how it's supposed to be. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'm going to see you in another video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.